Welcome to World News. Xi's G20 no-show may be part of a plan to reshape global governance. Chinese leader Xi Jinping is expected to skip the G20 Summit in India this weekend. Premier Qiang will attend the meeting instead. Litao, Xinhua, Getty Images, Hong Kong. When the world's most powerful leaders descend on New Delhi this weekend to address the multiple crises facing the world, notably absent will be China's Xi Jinping, who has never missed a G20 summit since taking power in 2012. As is often the case with Beijing's opaque decision-making, no explanation was given for Xi's decision to skip a major global gathering on which China has placed a high priority in the past. Beijing's reticence has invited a wide array of speculations and interpretations, from Xi's potential health issues and domestic troubles at home to a snub at host country India, whose relations with China have frayed over an ongoing border dispute. But viewed from the lens of China's great power rivalry with the United States, analysts say Xi's no-show at the G20 could also signal his disillusion with the existing global system of governance and structures he sees as too dominated by American influence. Instead, Xi may be prioritizing multilateral forums that fit into China's own vision for how the world should be governed, such as the recently concluded BRICS Summit and the upcoming Belt and Road Forum. There may be an element of a deliberate snub to India, but it could also be a statement that there are different governance structures Xi Jinping thinks are important and the G20 may not be one of them, said George Magnus, an associate at the China Center at Oxford University. Xi may have wanted to make an example of the Indian G20 and said, "This is not something that I'm going to go to because I've got bigger fish to fry." Beijing has bristled at New Delhi's growing ties with Washington, especially its engagement in the Quad, a US-led security grouping decried by Beijing as an Indo-Pacific NATO. China sees India in the anti-China camp and therefore doesn't want to add value to a major international summit India is organizing, said Happymon Jacob, a professor of international studies at New Delhi's Jawaharlal Nehru University. Divisions over the Ukraine war are also casting a shadow over the summit. So far, India has not been able to broker a joint statement in any of the key G20 meetings since it took over the presidency last December.